People, hello! It has officially been over 1 year since I created this world. We survived just over 2,000 days, so I want to give you a little bit of a world tour this episode. As evidenced by this pirate ship that we made last episode, this world is getting more and more beautiful each week, but more importantly, more and more freaking expansive. So since it's been over 6 months since our last world tour and a lot of new people have joined us on this channel, yeah, I just thought it would be fun to take a walk down memory lane and show off some things that you may have never seen or just completely forgot about. Also, towards the end of the episode, we will be doing some cool building and stuff, so stick around for that. But as for right now, we've got a lot to get through. So let's start over here at the starter house. Now, technically, this house was not the first thing that I made in this world. It's not really a starter house at all. But this whole thing, this whole waterfall basin and river and stuff was the first major project that I worked on. If we climb up these stairs, you'll get a little peek of the interior. As you can see, it's not very survival friendly at all. There's nothing really good here, and the interior is a little bit jank because I use this for skits a lot. But I don't know, this house is very iconic. I've used it for a lot of skits and stuff, and it has been around for a while at this point. So yeah, I don't know, it's cool. But obviously the most impressive part about this whole project is definitely this waterfall. Like the waterfall, the cliffs, the trees, everything. Over the first 10 episodes, I did some major freaking terraforming. All of this land that you see here is completely new and designed by me. There's about 150 trees in this surrounding forest. And of course, I decorated the entire river floor. So yeah. But here, let's take a quick little boat ride down this river over here. Yeah, I don't know, it's still to this day very immersive for me. I really wanted it to be cramped and cozy in the best way possible, with like a lot of trees hanging over this like river, you know, and then caves going over top of it too, and of course some vines and stuff that you saw over there. And even though this terraforming is definitely not up to speed with like my newer terraforming and stuff, dude, the vibes are just unreal here. Like, tell me you aren't just like relaxed standing over in this area. It's just sick. But yeah, this area is definitely really cool and was just a major project for me to start this series with. Now, if we take a little stroll down this path, you will stumble upon this cave home thing that I made with like a random tower coming out of it. I really don't know what I was thinking when I made this. It's kind of just like a lot of ideas smushed into one, but it looks cool, I guess. It's pretty nice, and to this day I still use it as my storage system down over here. I'm outgrowing it just, you know, a little bit. I have some overflow storage in there and obviously a lot of chests all around, but dude, this thing's pretty vibey. What is this? Subscribe to Shoeler, please. What? Who put this here? I guess we should subscribe. What? And also like and cut. What? I have no idea who put this here. Oh, that is a good idea, though. Let me get rid of this, though. And join as a member? World download? Yeah, wait, yeah. If you join as a member, you do get a world download. You know, you get to see this entire amazing world. Who put this here? This is hilarious. Oh my gosh. But for real, if you do want to join as a member or subscribe or like or comment, it would be really appreciate it. Anyways, yeah, this is my storage system. It's pretty cool. I remember where everything is. Not that, you know, I put these things, you know, down. I didn't place those down myself. But yeah, this room is honestly a vibe, and I'm not really looking forward to moving out of it. Oh, also, I made a super smelter over here. It's really bad and doesn't work very well, but I made it all by myself, so I'm proud of it. So yeah, don't copy me, but don't make fun of me for it either. Oh yeah, up over here, by the way, we also have, you know, a little place where I put all of my cats and stuff, and a nice window with a pretty cool view if it wasn't blocked by these freaking cats. And then if we go up these stairs, we'll reach the top of the tower that you saw from the outside. And this area also kind of has a good view, but it's like blocked by this fence. But you know, if I take this out, pretty good view, honestly. So yeah, it's very beautiful, but you know, it's obviously not very convenient to look out of. Now, as soon as we leave the cave home and like this area, this world tour is gonna get a little jumbled. Shoe York, this area that we're currently in, is very densely decorated because I've been in here for over a year. But yeah, just stick with me and we'll get through everything relax. So first off, you know, going over this bridge, you see this stream, which kind of carves through the entirety of Shoe York. I'm really happy that I put this here. I think it adds a lot of interest to the land, and honestly, it looks very beautiful. But across the bridge, the first building that we have is this stable where I keep 200 likes and I'll dox him. And then this horse, which actually doesn't have a name. So, you know, if you want to name it, leave a comment. It's a cool little build. I'm a really big fan of the palette and the shape. It's a very simple building, but I think it gets the job done pretty well. And it's also the same with this, you know, like storage shed that I made. This is a bit more of a recent build, but again, it's a very simple shape on an angle, cool palette. And yeah, has a nice utility. I just have a bunch of like, you know, items like arrows and golden carrots in here. Just a bunch of stuff that is easier to just grab from a storage shed outside than it is to grab from my storage room out there. And then obviously underneath here, we have an amazing enchanting room. I'm really proud of this. It just looks very muggy and like damp, you know, in the best ways possible, of course. But yeah, I like that a lot. Outside of the storage shed, we have this iron farm that I made. We made this cool little cliff thing. I don't know, this mound with like a cool chimney stack right here, which I am a huge fan of. And yeah, we have, you know, a cool iron farm underneath here. It's pretty simple and kind of ugly, so I generally stay away from it. But it obviously works well. I forgot what design I used. I probably put it in the description of that video. So, hey, if you want a cool iron farm, a very easy one to make, definitely go recommend that video. On top of the mound, we also have kind of a newer build, which, you know, if I can get up here fast enough, is this A-frame house, which I made so I could put my cartography villagers in. I took a month-long hiatus from YouTube for the entirety of January, and then came back with this build in February. So needless to say, I had a lot of time to kind of think about how I wanted to make a cartography home. And this is what I ended up coming up with. So obviously we have this cool scaffolding, which I made so that the cartographers can, you know, go up here and kind of sketch the land and stuff. So, you know, pretty deliberate, nice design. But then I also figured that true cartographers probably don't stay in one place most of the time. You know, like they're traveling around trying to map out the entire world. So like they're not going to stay in a house. So the rest of this area is just kind of designed to look as impermanent as possible. So we have this cool kind of like crazy farm on this like river right here, which, you know, looks impermanent. We have a lot of boat storage that the villagers all messed up. We have a wagon down over there, and then we have a lot of outside storage and stuff, and they all kind of lend to this impermanent settlement feel. And then finally, we obviously have this A-frame, which you might be thinking, oh, this is kind of like a permanent structure. But no, because it kind of looks like a tent, which also kind of lends to the impermanent feel. Yeah. But yeah, if we go in here, interior is nothing special. It mainly just kind of houses this map, which, oh my god, is not updated at all. But yeah, interior, it's all right. There's a lot of item frame stuff in here, which I think is kind of cool. And then, yeah, my favorite part of this place is just the terraforming. I really like this stream with the Shoeler stream strategy. It kind of runs all the way through, you know, this entire area. With all these like little waterfalls, which I think look really nice. And then it obviously goes down into this bigger Shoe York stream, which I thought was a really nice touch and a cool detail. Yeah, okay. If we go down the path this way, we'll stumble upon this awesome fisherman's shack that I made in episode 19. You know, it's not on the water like most fisherman's shacks would be, but it's a very like outside purposed building. So there's a lot of storage and stuff. Like I got a boat storage over here, some fish storage, fish hanging racks, just a lot of storage outside to make it seem like, you know, these fishermen, they weren't able to get like a waterfront property, but you know, they're making the best of it. But yeah, to this day, this is probably one of my favorite builds that I've made. It's a really simple building, but I just think the shape is super sick. It looks very detailed and nice from all angles, and yeah, it's just got a lot of decoration all around it. The interior is nothing crazy, and I'm still looking for like a purpose for this interior spot. So if you have an idea, please tell me. But I don't know, it's cool. Down here, I have a really cool thing. It's like a little fish smoking rack. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice, be honest. Just beside the fisherman's shack, we have this cool bridge that I made, I think a really long time ago. It's not my most favorite build in the world, and there's a lot of things that I would do differently, but I do think that it really adds a nice touch to the skyline. It's just very interesting and cool. But the main purpose of this bridge is to take me across the river to this farming area, which is very interesting. We have this snowman right here, this wheat field that I made in like episode 1, a really bad pumpkin and melon area, but then we do have one nice build, which is this like farming house that I made a bit ago. It's pretty cool. I like the color. I think the shape is nice and simple. It's a cute little farmhouse. The interior is pretty nice as well. I put all of like my farming villagers over here, but I think they all got killed, so we don't talk about that. I do have a lot of builds planned for over here, but that will be at a later date because I am not inspired at all to work over here. Going back over the bridge, we'll find our way back into Shoe York, and then we'll see this cool little bridge I made in the city center a couple episodes ago. I ended up raising up the fountain design because all of these villagers started jumping into the fountain, and it was so annoying. It's a cool thing. It's a cool little design, nice little centerpiece for the Shoe York area. Making our way down this street, we'll find our way to Aglet Crossing, which is a name suggested by this person on screen. I forgot what it was, but I will put you on screen. But yeah, we have this cool well right here. Oh, okay, okay. I gotta deal with those later. But we have a well right there. We have the Shoe York bell, and then of course we have this blacksmith shop right here, which it's not that great of a build, doesn't really hold up, but it looks kind of cool. I like the pallet a lot, and I like this furnace right here and the auxiliary storage room, but it's not the greatest build of all time. Also, someone suggested that I should have put my super smelter underneath this. Dude, I wish you told me that earlier. So now I just hate this area even more, thinking about what could have been. But a cool little detail I put in recently are these, you know, two like little shopping stand things. Basically, we got like this iron tool shop and then this iron shop. And this basically just, you know, creates a story like, there's the iron farm over there. They got the raw iron. It's smelted over here and then sold over here. So that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Back on this street, we obviously have this huge apartment building that I made in episode 2. It does also not hold up. It is very, very, very ugly. And I don't know, I'm still kicking myself to this day for making it. It was an eyesore for a really long time, but as I've created more buildings like Woolies and then the Shoe and Jamps thing, it's kind of found its footing in this area a bit and making it a little less of an eyesore, but I'm still not a fan of it at all. Right here, we have Woolies. I kind of made this shop just so that this apartment would look a little less ugly and out of place. But here we got Woolies. The interior is pretty nice. It's like a wool shop down here, and then we have like a little like, oh, there's a lot of people in here. But, you know, it's a cool, like, little sewing room. Pretty nice. And then underneath Woolies, we have an actual wool farm and stuff. So that's why I have this, you know, wool shop right here. So I can have wool, and it's really cool. Down this street, we'll find Shoe and Champs. I made this in episode 20. Still haven't done the interior. Awkward. Yeah, there's no point for this thing. I store my bees up there, actually. Over here, we have Shoeler's Antiquities, which actually does have an interior. You know, we got a lot of, like, my player heads from skits. We have you know, just a lot of like cool like antiquities and stuff from the series. So cool. Oh, and I love this roof design. I really think this looks cool. Past these two buildings, we have about 5 more buildings also with no interior. We have this one, the City Hall, no interior. We have the pottery shop, no interior. We have the shoe shop, the cobbler shop, no interior. And then we have this building that has no point. There is no entrance to it. No entrance. Someone tell me what I put in here. Oh, and then at one point I also squeezed in this like little tent in between these two buildings, and I just put in some stuff like good armor. This was so I could kill the wither. So cool, nice little design there. But yeah, Shoe York is really nice. It obviously does not have a lot of interiors and stuff, but it is a very beautiful road to go down, and I can't wait to continue working all the way over here and all the way over there. There's a lot of work left to do, and hopefully we can do a lot in a stream someday. Yeah, we'll do the interiors. Yeah. Going around this building, we'll reach the final part of the first leg of the tour, which is this awesome freaking forest I made, dude. Yeah, I've been working on this the last 2 episodes. No need to brag. It looks really cool. It's a super immersive forest. I'm really happy with this. It's one of the coolest things that I've made as of recently. Yeah, there's a lot of work left to be done, but, you know, the proof of concept is wonderful, and I can't wait to continue working on this. Maybe we'll also do that in a stream. I don't know. Honestly, the main reason for this forest is so I can cover up the backs of these buildings, because I did not decorate the backs of these buildings as well as I did the front. So if I put a thick forest behind them, you can't tell. Yeah. Oh, and at night, it looks really nice because of these firefly bushes. Oh my gosh, wow. But that's going to conclude it for the end of this first leg of the tour. I just have a quick announcement to make, and then we'll get back, finish the tour, and do some building. So, yeah, I have a quick announcement to make. I'm bald now. Okay, I'm not actually bald. It's kind of grown in a little bit since I wrote this script, but, you know, I was bald as of a week and a half ago. If you didn't already see, about 2 weekends ago, I hosted a little charity live stream event called Creators for Palestine. And as a little goal, as a little, you know, incentive, I said that if we raised $1,000, I would shave my head. We raised $1,370. Why do you want my hair gone so bad? I want to just thank everyone for helping us reach this goal. It means a lot. And also, thank you so much for giving me this new summer look. I love it. I want to give a shout out to everyone who participated in the event, particularly Josak, Scurvy, and Bubble, who were all admins for the event. I could not have done it without all of them. They did a lot of work to make it happen. So thank you so much, guys. And also a huge shout out to Bubble, who streamed for all 36 hours of the event and also hosted the server. Dude, it could not have been done without him. This was amazing. Thank you so much, Bubble. Everyone, go check him out. But yeah, big thanks to every single person who participated, all the creators. Thank you to everyone who donated, even just $1. And thank you to everyone who just tuned in, even for just a minute. It was a freaking blast of a time. But yeah, I'm very grateful that we managed to raise so much money for such a cool charity that I've been, you know, raising money for a really long time now. Just want to say I still do have a Cameo account that's also raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Since I last tallied everything up, we've raised $63.88. So thank you to everyone who bought a video. I plan on doing more charity live streams again in the future, but for now you can donate some money at the Palestine Children's Relief Fund website, or you can go to my Cameo and buy a video from me. It's only $1. Buy through the website, not through the app. Keep it clean, and back to Minecraft. I'm bald in Minecraft too, but you know what? Bald is beautiful.
Bald is beautiful. Yeah, on everyone else but you.
You know, looking at this guy makes me salivate. Because his head looks like an egg. Hey, don't make me come up there. I'll kill each one of you. Oh no, please don't come up here.
Your head will blind us.
That's it. I'm coming up.
Oh shoot. Put on your sunglasses. I
don't care how long it takes. I'll get up there and kill you. Is he actually coming?
I can't really tell. So... yeah.
I'll get you one day, freaks. Sorry about that, everyone. Welcome back to stretch 2 of the freaking tour. This stretch is going to specifically tackle everything outside of Shoe York, which just so happens to be Shumingham. Before we actually do this, I just want to give a quick shout out to Green Guy in my Discord for making this skin. I'll kind of fly around it a little bit. But yeah, the first day that I got my head shaved, he made this skin for me, which I just think is so funny. And yeah, I don't know. Now I have hair that matches me, and I think I'll just continue changing the skin just slightly each like month or so as my hair grows back. I don't know. I thought that'd be fun. But yeah, Stretch 2 of the tour starts here at Shoegate, which is a gate that I made, I don't know how many episodes ago, but it was a decent amount of time ago. And this gate is supposed to really set the tone for Shoemingham, which is my medieval village just beyond this gate and over that bridge. Sneak peek. But yeah, I really wanted to emphasize the fact that this medieval village is a lot older than Shoe York. All of these buildings over here are a lot newer, but this, this gate is obviously showing its age. It's got like a lot of, like, I don't know, leaves and stuff all over it. And yeah, I just think that it looks really, really, really sick. We'll just go through this, and I won't cut here because it is pretty immersive. But yeah, we go through the gate, obviously gridded with a lot of terraforming and stuff, and then this bridge right here. And this area still isn't finished. I want to do a lot more terraforming over here. Like over here, for example, this thing is ugly, but this stuff looks cool. It just needs some trees and stuff. I really want to make some more humongous trees that like cast this entire area in shadow. That'd be just so sick. But anyways, we have this really cool bridge that I made also a couple episodes ago. It's pretty simple, but it gets the job done. Right here, this is the entrance to Shoemingham. We got a little bit of an archway with the terraforming. Really happy with that. And then we have this tree with P&S, Ponca, and Shoeler. But yeah, we go into Shoemingham right here. Graded with the Palestine flag. Nice, nice. Oh, and there's some rotten flesh on the ground, and I hear more zombies. But yeah, not much stuff has been done in Shoemingham, but the major thing right here is obviously the back sides of these mountains. These mountains are so freaking sick. I really like how they look. And yeah, so we put like a little bit of a spy tower, just so, like people can kind of shoot down on the people entering into Shoemingham. And then, yeah, we have like a little marketplace right here. And I want to put a lot more like market stalls and just random things over here. That'll look really sick. Obviously, over there, we have the pirate ship that we made last episode. We saw this in the beginning, so I don't really want to show that too much. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm really proud of it. It looks so sick. And I can't wait to make more pirate ships because they just... Dude, they just look so cool from a distance. Like, I mean, come on. Look at that. And the sun sets over it. Oh, God. That is sick. A little farther away from these like cliffs over here, we have these two spires that I made. I made these a couple episodes ago, mainly because I didn't really know what to build. So I just built these as like some proof of concepts as to what I wanted the terrain to look like. And the final part of Shoe York is what is going to end up being my second base, actually, because I have that cave home over there. Oh my gosh, I should take that down. But I have the cave home over there, and then I have the house that's like on the waterfall. But this is going to be my new home in Shoemingham. And I just figured since I'll be working over here in Shoemingham eventually, it would be nice to have a home over here, because I think when you kind of live in the area where you're building, you just get to add a lot of like more fine details and stuff. The attention to detail is just so much better. But yeah, that's my future home just across this river right here. It's a really cool terraformed river. And dude, this freaking floor, this ocean floor, this river floor is the most detailed thing you'll ever see. Go watch that episode if you want to see how detailed it is. But I really love the design of this river. It's just so beautiful. Finally, going across it, we can, get a little bit of a closer view of what will be my future home. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's the Shoe House. And yeah, we have some like little like fabric hanging up right there, and then you go through here and there's no interior. Are you guys noticing a theme? Are you noticing a theme at all? And then right outside we have another one of those spires right here, and it just houses my portal, which is pretty freaking cool. But that actually, I think, puts us at the end of the tour. As you can tell from this tour, there's just a lot of unfinished things. There's a lot of just projects that need to be worked on more. But I hope that this really gives you an idea of like what I want this world to look like in the future. I'm really inspired to work, both over here, but also back in Shoe York. And dude, I'm just loving this world so much. It's so fun to just play in this world and add more and more stuff. I love it so much. To round off this episode, we're actually going to start on And this is, don't get angry at me for this, but we're going to start on a completely new project. If we follow this path over here, you'll see that there's a savanna over here in the distance. And so I want to work on a path eventually. That's not what we're doing this episode, but I'll work on a path that snakes its way all the way over here into this savanna. And then in this savanna, we have a plan for this episode. It's gonna be so cool. But basically, as an incentive for donating in the live stream that I did 2 weekends ago now, I said that I would make every single person who donated $20 or more a tree, specifically an olive tree. And so we're going to be making a huge olive tree garden over here. It's going to be really cool. But yeah, I have 15 trees already designed and ready to go in this world for the 15 donors who donated over $20. Thank you so much to all of them. So yeah, we're going to get those placed in right now. And I think we're just going to do that in the form of a time lapse. So let's go. Everyone gets a tree. You get a tree, you get a tree, you get a tree. Unless you did not donate $20 or more in the live stream. Yeah, I mean, I have 15 different trees here. I don't want to focus on every single one of them. But yeah, we made 15 different trees for the 15 different donators who donated over $20. Okay, little mobs underneath there, a little loud. I made 10 distinct little designs for trees of various sizes and stuff. And then I think there's only a couple that are kind of duplicated, but even still, I changed up each one ever so slightly. So everyone has a unique tree. Isn't that great? Demonic? Yes. As you can see, not much work has been put into... Okay, baby zombie. But not much work has been put into this area other than just kind of the basic shaping of the terraforming and obviously all of the trees and stuff. And that's because this thing took so freaking long. If we go down here, look, there's... You can see this entire thing is just completely, it's completely man-made and it's all new. It was a lot of work to get this kind of made. They're attacking me because I'm bald. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with how this area turned out. There was a lot of kind of balancing that I had to do in this area because I obviously wanted to make this area feel as close to a Palestinian olive tree grove as possible. So I did that with all the rolling hills and stuff and, all of these olive trees. But I wanted it to feel like some sort of beautiful garden. So I spaced out these trees, a good amount so that you can see the individual branch structures from all sides of each of these trees. But also I wanted to keep them close enough together so that you still felt like you were in a closed off part of the world that's very serene. And I think we're maybe 50% of the way there for that. I don't know. I need to do a lot more terraforming, a lot of texturing, a lot of detailing. I need to add in plants and signs for every single person who donated. There's a lot of work left for me to do, but I think that we're in a wonderful spot. Once again, though, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone who donated during the live stream. This area will continue to be worked on, and I'll show it off as it kind of gets completed and stuff. But yeah, we're going to move on from over here now. And with that out of the way, there's only one thing left for us to do this episode. And that is adding someone to the love garden. And today we're adding in a very cool person by the name of Joe Sachs, or Jisax, as he calls it in his bilingual tongue. Joe Sachs, or Jisax, is an awesome freaking YouTuber. He does building content and educational content. It's a very weird mix. It's a very unique mix. But oh my gosh, check out his videos. They're just so fun to watch, and I feel like I'm learning things too while watching them. It's just a blast. He's genuinely got some of the most unique videos in this Minecraft content creation space. He is the David Attenborough of Minecraft building, if that makes sense. But yeah, he is an amazing freaking YouTuber. I 100% recommend his channel. But yeah, he was in a skit last episode, and maybe a skit in the future as well. But he was in a skit last episode, so I gotta add him in now. Thank you so much, Josex. You really killed it. You are so fun to work with. Very happy to have met you on my YouTube journey. And welcome to the Love Garden with everyone and Punka. I want to thank you all for watching this video and watching the world tour all the way through. I know world tour videos can be a little long, so I'm grateful that you stuck around to the end. Before we end the video, gotta give a huge shout out to my Shoeportler Plus members. You mean the world to me. Your support is unreal. And hey, by the way, if you want to become a member, Shoeportler Plus or just regular Shoeportler, just remember, you will get access to this world and you can tour it for yourself and see everything. But yeah, I just want to thank you all for watching this video. I'm so excited to keep working in this world. I got a lot of stuff coming. So yeah, please stick around. It's going to be a freaking blast. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. And that's going to do it for this episode, guys. All right. Thank you. Have a good one. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.